Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Noita, where I have gotten the two orbs and done all the tedious stuff here without even finding any levitation or acceleration. Because sometimes you get lucky and there's just a big weird ball of earth floating in the sky that is easily accessible from the entrance. I have some real questions about the ecology of this whole thing, but I guess it's not any more ridiculous than any of the stuff we see down below, right? Floating pixels of earth just causing me all kinds of problems and getting me stuck in places. Alright, so what are we on? We got Sparkbolt, which, whatever, I'm not wild about. And some TNT, which I am pretty wild about. And let's go see if we can't turn some of this stuff into a victory. I am wondering if maybe I should just be avoiding the fungal caverns, Like, I want good wands. Don't we all? Isn't that, that's just life. But mayhap it is not worth the extra risk that I'm introducing, right? Because, like, we die in those fungal caverns a fair amount. Then again, we used to die in this area a ton, and now that doesn't happen so much. So maybe the real play is I just need to get better at dealing with the kinds of threats that we face in the fungal caverns. Keep going there until I can go there relatively consistently without screwing everything up. Is this water? Yes, okay. Oh, that's right, it wasn't water. I had already forgotten. It wasn't water, but I dumped it out and filled it up in the little pond in between the mountain and the pyramid. Ah. I am still, like, burning with curiosity regarding the alchemy area, but you know what? I'm committing right now. Today, we are going downward. I want to see... first of all, it's worth seeing if there are any secret areas in the lower biomes, the places we've not been very often. But secondly, it might be good just to be able to get back down to the lower biomes, Like, we really do not have very much practice in those areas either. Come on, jump into it. Yeah. Oh, it didn't actually kill him. What? Wow, and then he took a real chunk out of me there. Usually when we hurl an object into somebody, it has been lethal. I was really expecting that we would not have to do any additional work there. I wonder... This is the thing I don't really feel like we know very much about, because I've not made that much use of the system. I wonder if the physical properties of the flung thing have an effect on the damage that the physics deal. Like, is getting hit with a crate the same as getting hit with a rock? I imagine that the speed of its travel maybe factors in to the amount of damage it does, but I wonder if, like, what the object actually is also matters. Unfortunately, this is not a thing that I think we're going to get a lot of opportunity to, run real tests on. We'll just have to take our physics kills, our trick kills, wherever we can get them. So much toxic goop. Neutralize. I wonder how many more little things like that there are waiting for us to discover. Little ways of manipulating our environment that will turn out to be, like, totally critical. Well, that could have been done better. Did that... I don't think I can get through there. Damn it. I'm doing a terrible job. Okay, that'll work. Alright, interesting. A bunch of spark bolts that are necessarily going to chain, although, of course, you're going to run into the problem here of shuffle. But okay, I'll take it. That seems alright. Damn it. Why do the pixels on the top have to be the last ones to change, right? And one thing that's really nice about this is that you really can just go ahead and expend all of your water on it. On turning a pool, because then you jump back in and your water just refills. you are necessarily going to end up with more water than you started with. You know, honestly, I think I like this wand quite a bit. Trying not to float myself up into the portal before we're ready to portal. I mean, there's no way I resolve that without accidentally causing that huge explosion, so we may as well intentionally cause that huge explosion, right? Yeah, it turns out there's not really any problem with the spark bolt. It can't be solved by just shooting a whole ton of them at the same time. Is there a reason that we want to convert that whole mess? I don't really think so. Yeah, it looks like nothing of value would be accomplished. Do I want to spend a point of dynamite burning through to those guys? Probably not. Let's just keep moving. We found a promising wand. It's been well worth our time so far. What are you? Ambrosia? I mean, ambrosia does seem valuable. Again, we have the problem where, like, I do not think to use my bottles, especially in combat. Let's grab it. So even if we find the stuff for alchemy, the alchemy place, we are not going to do it. I'm gonna resist the urge. Volcanic sand. Huh. Wonder if there's something special I can do with that. I assume so. I assume that there's a reason that exists when there's already a sand material in the game. Of course, he's got to spray acid directly toward me. I mean, whatever. I guess it makes sense. I shot him, right? Like, the hole is on the side that is in my direction, because I'm the one who made the hole, so... I guess it's not really weird. Can you tell I'm feeling a little bit picked on? I feel like the elements of Noita are out to get me, although that was nice of that guy to focus on the ghoul instead of shooting me in the face when I clumsily and predictably jumped in front of him there. Come on, take damage from the liquid. He took a little bit. I'm gonna see if I can't help him out here. Wow, he's got an impressive vertical. See, yeah, he's burning. It's happening. Alright, so $500 already. Feels like an okay start. It is so often the case in roguelites that, like, you really have to try to maximize your value in the starting areas. It is a little bit of a shame, because you get pretty good at the starting areas eventually. This is far from a Noita specific problem. I mean, every roguelite has this. Uh-oh, I think there's goop getting in my bottle. Water plus peat plus swamp. Well, you know what? Honestly, I don't think that's such a big deal. So I mean, that is something over there. I definitely do want this to actually finish converting. Can I, like, spray? Yeah, okay, you can emit a liquid while you're underneath here. Okay, there we go. That pretty much worked the way I wanted it to. Pretty much. But you get so good at the starting... Wow, okay, well, not a great example of what I'm talking about. But you get so good at the starting areas of these games, and then you're dying in, like, the second area or the third area, and you get to this place where the first area is less interesting, but you're spending, like, 80% of your playtime just doing it over and over again, trying to put together the ability to even reliably practice the next areas. I guess I'm saying that I wish more games had some version of, like, the Spelunky shortcut system. Even if on serious runs you would end up, not using it, probably most of the time, right? Just like Enter the Gungeon has this, and you're certainly not doing runs from the shortcut most of the time, but it can be really useful when you're trying to practice the particular hazards of one place. Just let you do skill drills, basically. I think we're probably not going to be able to get around that. My guess is that we will not connect gracefully to the area on the other side of that, but let's see. Yeah, that's pretty par for the course. Although, actually... There we go. When that burns through, we'll have an entrance. So while that's working, let's go see what's happening up here. Well, I managed to kill almost all of them in that first shot. All of them except the one that was in position to attack me. I keep looking at my health and, freaking out. It's like, oh my god, when did I take so much damage? We're not really that injured. It's just that we only... Full health for us is 2/3 of that bar because of the weird way that health ups work. I do feel like when you gain max HP, you should also gain current HP. Maybe, in such a way as to keep your percentage of current health the same. But I don't know. This is a pretty minor quibble. Mostly, I just feel like I need things to go in such a way as I am more powerful in this game because I am so miserably bad at it. Is that fire's not going to get where we're going? All right, well, you blow up and do stuff, and we'll be back. The other fire we started should have done its thing by now. I am having a hell of a time getting this to target what I want it to target. That's not worth going after. Wait, not this. Sorry. I remembered approximately where the thing we were going after was, but not where the path was. Here we are. Oh dear. Yeah, that's a lot of sparks on a lot of wooden terrain that I can't really avoid standing on. Well, the good news is it's going to clean up all of this stuff down here. There's usually, in these areas where we have a ton of these wooden slats, there's usually treasure. There's usually a chest somewhere. I don't see one here. Oh, come on, let me go. Yeah, no such luck this time, I guess. Damn it, I got stuck under that thing so long that all of the water in my clothes got dried out. We're definitely at a place health-wise where I think we gotta be ready to bail. Let's just remember the shortest path back to safety. In fact, we may want to shorten it even. Worth coming down here and there we go, making sure we have a quick release hole, a quick escape. Okay, one of those crazy lightning stones. Seems like it would be real unsafe to try to grab it, given that it is partially submerged. We saw a spell that let us shoot minecarts at one point, right? Having a greater respect for the damage that physics objects deal, I would sure love to see one of those again. A lava potion's probably a thing that's worth having, right? There are probably uses for some lava. I don't know what I think I'm going to do with this, but it seems like such a weird thing. Such a weird and potentially powerful thing. I would feel bad if I couldn't come up with a use for it. It'd feel like a real lack of imagination. Alright, we're going to see, once again, about sneaking the health upgrade here without actually being able to light it up. We are not going to make any attempts to enter the alchemy area, for that way lies madness. But let's drain the water here. I wonder if I can get my... I was hoping if I shot it up here just right, it would bounce and kill the frog. I can't quite fit up there anyway. Okay, well that'll be draining for a while. Let's see if we can get into the upper part of the cave easily. I guess I'm going to have to... We knew this. I'm going to have to create an entrance. This is Circle of Shielding. Yeah, it's not terribly relevant. That feels like it should also get some dynamite. I do feel like I'm at least getting quicker at burning through these ruins real quickly. Okay, so we do have access to the entrance. Let's take a quick opportunity to refill our water. Although I suppose I actually had plenty of opportunity to refill water down there at the bottom of the cavern. Alright, so we fall in here. Then we go like... Nope, that's not working. Like I was saying, go ahead and refill that. What do you think it is? I'm feeling for it. Okay, this is something. I think we're underneath all the tunnels, maybe? Because we're pretty low here. Alright, well now I'm totally lost. We're definitely not making upward progress. Because the, Oh, have we found it? We're definitely on some kind of surface here. It's usually like the tunnel snakes down this way, right? And then somewhere there's a branch that goes up and to the left, and through that branch is the room that leads to the heart. The room that contains the heart. But I'm wondering if... It must be the case that this is not the same every time, huh? I think we've got ourselves a cave that's built differently enough that I can't blind feel my way through it. Standing on something right now. I don't know what. So we should be about here? I went like up left and then up right? Yeah, I think we're out of luck on this one. Oh well. It was worth a shot. Cost us nothing to go for it. Oh, damn it. There we go. Alright, let's get out of here. This is like an okay first area. We got a couple of health upgrades, got an acceptable, if not exciting wand. Got ourselves quite a bit of money. Certainly enough money that we'll be able to do whatever we want here. Alright, so... Got some energy sphere. What are you? A delayed spellcast. We've seen this before, but I don't think we've actually used it. Well, let's definitely grab energy sphere with timer. And also normal energy sphere, both of which I like a lot. Right, like, this is pretty straightforward. Actually, is that not... Okay, yeah, it fires the second shot, but it's going to tend to fire it in such a way that it bounces, which is maybe not ideal. I think we'll grab one of these as well. Alright, let's build something here. So, this casts the spell upon collision. This casts the spell after a timer runs out, but it sure doesn't look like it, right? It sure looks like it's just casting on collision as well. Alright, well, I don't know that the double scatter spell is doing much for us here, especially since, again, shuffle, like, you can't rely on it doing what it's supposed to do. If we just fill this up... yeah, it's just gonna bounce projectile all over the place. Honestly, I like it. And we got our digging wand. We've got a wand here that kind of doesn't do anything. A static magical phenomenon that casts 3 extra spells after a short while. You could do some fun stuff with this. I don't think we have any fun stuff to do with it, but you could, in theory. I think I'm gonna pull this. Is this wand actually worth keeping? I don't know. I think we'll move this down to here, and then we'll hope to divest ourselves of these other 2 wands in the near future. Alright, Fast Swimmer's cool, Wand Radar's cool. Extra Life seems hard to turn down, right? Alright, are we going to do the Fungal Caverns? I don't know, honestly. Like, I feel like we should. I feel like I should solve my problem with not living through the Fungal Caverns by getting better at living through the Fungal Caverns, not by abandoning them entirely. Uh-oh. Well, he's got the wand now, which I'm not a huge fan of. Seems like it might be... yeah, I was going to say a wand of odd firebolt. Well, I mean, we take it. There's no reason not to take it. But I do imagine... I do have a hard time imagining the use. More than maybe even some other recent times, I feel like we need the help of the extra, oh boy. We need the help of the extra wands from the Fungal Cavern, because we are not... We are barely able to fight the things we're seeing here. And what am I taking so much damage from? It is not clear to me why I was getting hit so hard while we were just standing there. But right, like, we're barely able to fight the things we're fighting now. We're certainly not ready for the next area. Alright, perhaps against my better judgment. Let's see if we can't make our way over there. Maybe, given the state of our wands, I should have chosen Wand Radar. Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty hard to turn down extra life. I do feel like we're pretty reliant on lucky crits here, though. And, frankly, the crit chance just isn't high enough for that to be a real strategy. Also, our damage isn't high enough for getting crits to be a good strategy, even if we could guarantee them. I do appreciate the speed and precision of this projectile, though. That is really nice. Alright. Close. There it is. And of course, the area has to be completely packed with enemies who are not visible until I'm already up there. Okay, I mean, bombs are better than an empty slot, I suppose. But we are having terrible luck. Just awful. So we managed to make our way all the way back up to the top here. Maybe the best place to dynamite through is just right here. Maybe not. Maybe this doesn't connect to anything at all. Well, we saved that guy at least. It was a it was a truly heroic action. Right up until the moment where we also murdered him in cold blood for his money. Now that I know we can do this, I'm very I'm very into doing it as often as possible. No, my money. Plus, doing it frequently maintains the level in our water potion. Boy, I wonder where the thing that was on this has gone. Ow, I was flying. I wish that it was a little easier to tell whether a pedestal had held a wand or a... Wow, that's a lot of lava. What the hell? Well, I guess we're not going down there. I wish it was easier to tell whether a pedestal had held a wand or a potion. It sucks that if you find one after the fact, you can't even know what you might need to be looking around for. Wow, I hate this thing where enemies arbitrarily survive amounts of damage that have killed those enemies in the recent past. Okay, sure. Tiny, tiny amount of lava falls out of him directly into my open mouth. Drill wand. Well, I think it's probably better than this. I don't think either of them are good, to be clear. Alright, let's get a couple of decent wands here and put ourselves in a position where we don't have to go to the Fungal caverns. I appreciate the projectile desperately trying to compensate for my aim. Okay, so this is a no-shuffle wand that does have double cast and a pretty impressive... Yeah, wow. 0.18 second recharge time. So if you only put 2 spells in here, it's actually quite good. I don't know what we would want. I guess we don't need the bomb wand, really. Honestly, we don't really need either of these, I kind of think. Well, hopefully we'll replace the other one with whatever's up there. I wonder if we can get there from above? Okay. So there's some stuff happening up here. Oh, please die. Oh, please die. Well, we got there eventually. And somehow, I am expected to believe that I got that goop on me. Always with the goop on me. Always casts giant explosion on slimy enemies. That seems incredibly dangerous. Boy. I don't know if I want this wand, even. I appreciate all the energy spheres, but that seems... Yeah. Oh, hey. This I will take. The thing is, I'm definitely going to kill myself if I have a wand that always shoots giant explosions on top of the other thing it's built for, right? It's a wand we'd have to be very careful with. Why are you alive? Oh god. Oh god. Okay. Ooh. So, obviously we have 30 health. and what I might describe as a promising position that will be lost if we are horribly killed by fungus monsters. So, probably we ought to just bail. I want to go in there and look for stuff, but I do not think it is real safe to do so. Let's try to make sure we have a clean route down to an exit. Ow, that really... Okay, that thing's gonna explode when it hits us. Nope, we're just leaving. We're just leaving. Look at that. Did you see the restraint, the forbearance, the desire to survive? Uncharacteristic desire to survive? Always casts... A projectile flies in a spiraling pattern. You know, I was saying recently that it seemed like hurling rocks at people might be better than I was giving it credit for, given the amount of damage we see physics stuff do. It is a real shame that rock only has 3 charges, but maybe that's an acknowledgement from the game that I'm sort of on the right track. And then that's... Yow, man. Okay, hold on. This is 9 spells per cast, this is 6 spells per cast. Those are things that are worth noting. I mean, it has a 3-second recharge time. This wand is unusable. What am I even looking at? 9 spells per cast, but with like a 170 max mana and only 45 charge speed. Like that wand's never going to do the thing you want from it. I am considering buying the rock wand. I'm a little worried that I'm going to brain myself real bad with a rock, but I think that this is where we're going. So... probably discarding this thing? This one could be real useful. If we could find a place where we can buy, like, magic lance, or, you know, the really upgraded version, the glowing arrow thing. Like, if we could find 1 or 2 good spells and then use this, I think it could carry us quite a long way. I'm gonna pull... Yeah, let's just pull a bunch of stuff here. Is there a quick way to do this? Yes, double-clicking totally does the thing. Okay. Yeah, so obviously I don't actually want return on this, but we do want to have this thing here and ready. So what makes sense? This thing does not have shuffle. I kind of like the idea of a terrifying spirally rock. So maybe we could throw delayed spellcast on there, throw the rock out, and then run away and hope that, you know, does the thing that we're hoping it will do. It's not the best plan of all time. And then, like, for right now, we just shove this in here. Because this wand isn't anything special. Yeah, alright. We have General Combat Wand, which is, at this point, already starting to feel a little weak. And then Crazy Rock Wand. I'm going to not do the delayed spellcast. Because, like, what if we want to throw a wand at somebody really quickly? Do we want to buy a reroll, or do I just want to take... I mean, phasing seems pretty alright. Ow, just like projecting freezing vapor up feels like poor sportsmanship. Just having damaging vapor go right up the vertical shaft that you literally have no choice but to descend down. You know, the game's always... It is always the case that everything in the game is united against you, but sometimes they really kick you in the teeth. Sometimes you feel it more than others. Why is rat so hard to fight? I'll tell you why, because the projectile doesn't want to hurt a rat any more than I do. Oh, we should refill our water. Okay. So, this map has the Holy Hand Grenade area, right? Which is only a Holy Hand Grenade area some of the time, and sometimes just gives you health. You know, maybe it's like each orb gives you something weird the first time you find it, and then after the first time you find it, it's just health, because we've never gotten the sea spell from the orb above the mountain again after the first time. It's always just been health. Man, those guys, their attack is so accurate, and they can hit you from so far away, and the projectile is undodgeable. It's just it's a real nightmare. If you run into a bunch of them, you are going to take a lot of damage. And here I thought projectiles were supposed to phase through me. Well, still don't know what to do with that thing. Okay, that's weird. Because the game doesn't feel that that barrel's position is quite settled. Did I get him? I think I got him. What's this? Worm blood. Oh. But you can still hear him fighting. He's definitely still alive, but he jumped off the ledge, which I guess is good enough for me. Alright, do I want Drop Bolt? I do think Drop Bolt has some serious damage output. We fight things from above them fairly often. That actually could be pretty powerful. And then, in theory, we can dig through this with just our normal projectiles, right? It is taking longer than I thought it would. I mean, it's easier to go through snow, obviously. Digging through a lot of rock here. But both Sparkbolt and Energy Orb are supposed to be pretty good at this. I mean, this is definitely less digging per projectile than we were getting in the while I was digging through to get the orb in the above the mountain area. Not sure why. Maybe all terrain just gets tougher as you go on, as you descend. Wow, that bounced out immediately. Okay, good enough. Not quite good enough. Our character so frequently is able to jam himself through tiny, tiny little openings and things, and then, you know, we have a hard time getting him back out. Like, I'm always caught off guard when it doesn't work quite that way. Boy. Do I want to just discard our current wand? Because, like, Energy Orb is a hell of a lot better. The Rock Wand, like... My concern with this, the concern with dropping this, is that this wand is gonna... Yeah, it's a pretty slow-moving projectile. But it is pretty good. And, like, the wand we were using is really nothing special. Neither is this one. But it doesn't have to be. It has a good projectile. I think we're going to make that change. It is certainly difficult to fight certain kinds of enemies with such a slow-moving projectile, though. And I hate the way that they pre-fire you, so like... Ooh, hold on a second now. This one's very exciting. It has Shuffle, which is a little awkward. But I do like Concentrated Light a hell of a lot. Yeah, I want to pick this wand up and carry it with us, but I don't know that I want to fire it at all, ever. Dropper Bolt does so much damage. Alright, I think we're going to discard Fun Rock Wand. We're not going to use the Concentrated Light Wand for the moment, because with it having Dropper Bolt on Shuffle, it's very difficult to predict what it will do each time you fire it. I see it glinting in there. We can still get it. Yeah. Wow, that's a very tall wand. Well, hopefully it's not a very good wand. Alright, stuff is going off down there. That guy's gonna get away with my wand, and I'm never gonna catch up to him. Okay, that's weird. You know, like, we have seen plenty of evidence that the game is not actually running the physics simulation everywhere all the time. It definitely prioritizes areas where we currently are. Because all that stuff was just waiting to be observed before physics could act on it. And there's a physics joke in here somewhere. But I don't know what it is. Ah, it's one of those. No. Oh, this is dangerous. This is a dangerous time. Okay, we've still never actually fired Deathcross. It does seem like Deathcross could be really useful with, like, delayed explosion or something. You just throw it out and run. Dropper Bolt is also very good. Boy. At least, like, this is a good problem to have. At least we are having a problem where we have too many interesting wands. Maybe I just get rid of this thing. God, it has such a short recharge time, though. Like, we'd be able to fire projectiles so quickly. Dense clouds of murderous projectiles. Really wish I could carry a 5th wand. I don't think we're gonna want Poison Arc. Dropper Bolt's so good. We're gonna leave this. We're gonna leave this. The worst part about these guys is the fact that getting hit by their projectile stuns you. Wow. I cannot believe that that did not explode and deal damage to me. So, yep, that dude who ran off with the wand is just gone. I mean, I don't know if we would even have taken the wand. Obviously, I'm leaving a lot of... Oh, he... What on earth did he do? I'm not sure if I can get that without angering the gods. I don't know exactly how much temple you have to destroy. Oh. Hey there, a small worm. Perhaps you could buzz off? Because I'm a little busy here. Knocked his head clean off. He did not drop any loot. Well, we can roll ourselves in worm blood. I think I'm immediately washing it off. Does the worm blood do anything? No, okay, you can't even actually get it on you. It does not produce a stain. That's weird, right? Is it like the only substance in the game that doesn't? I guess lava. I don't think lava produces a stain. Anyway, we got lots of health left. We're not done here. There's money to collect. There are probably still wands to find. Hopefully there's some more max HP. Given what a pain in the ass it is to fight a worm, I wish that killing a worm gave you something of value. Very energetic. I mean, do we want to do the Holy Grail area? Or the Holy Hand Grenade area? I'm not necessarily opposed to the idea of getting another Orb of Knowledge, right? I really wish we could do Edit Anywhere here, because I do not want to take this whole wand, but I would love to pull Double Spell out of that. Alright, I'm not going to do it, though. I do think those, like, double and triple cast modifiers are really valuable. Yeah, maybe I'm being silly. Maybe we should grab that. What would I discard for it? See, the thing is, we kind of don't really need the Concentrated Light Wand and the Energy Orb Wand. These are sort of serving the same purpose. So maybe I ought to abandon one of them, and it probably ought to be the Energy Orb Wand, because we're gonna use this for stuff. Obviously, there's some significant advantage to this one for keeping it long term, in terms of it not having shuffle. So 10 plus 22, while this does 10 plus 18. Alright, the shuffle won't matter so much, except that it does make it really awkward to use double cast with it. So now that we've done that, maybe we should just leave. Because now we've lost our reliable combat wand, and this one's gonna it's gonna sometimes be really valuable. Is that really? Yeah, 0.05 seconds. So the projectile doesn't separate unless it moves downwards, right? I don't know, for some reason I was remembering that it caused it to always fire downward. But okay. I'm trying to get it to trigger on purpose now, and I can't seem to. It certainly does not dig quite as well as the last one, does it? Dropper bolt. I mean, we still have this, I guess. Always casts critical plus. Wow. Very, very low recast times, extremely high mana up. I like this wand a bunch. This would serve as a good base for the thing, for all of this concentrated light, right? Yeah, okay. I think I may discard this thing. A wand that has a cast delay of 0.02 seconds is basically firing 2 spells per cast anyway. Also, I know at some point we decided as a society that we were all really into the muffled sounds while underwater thing, but it probably shouldn't apply to all sounds. Like, the menu sounds shouldn't change, probably. I want to see what's over here, but we've... Hold on a second. Let's use some more of the dynamite out of this thing before we discard it. Alright. Just keep looking around for the moment. We still definitely have time. I'm pretty surprised at the very small amount of damage that he took from being shot directly with that large pack of projectiles. It sure looked like he only got hit once from the number. Whoa, whoa! Apparently that was a bottle full of fire. You know, it happens. Here in Noita, anything can be packed with fire. Oh, shit. Well, this is bad. Maybe we should just leave? Boy, it didn't do the splitter bolt thing at all. Why is this... Yeah, why is that happening so inconsistently? Shouldn't it almost always happen on one of the shots? Because in order for it not to happen at all, it would have to fire all 4 of these slots without firing that one at all, right? Well, it's definitely awkward. I do like the way. I think it's a pretty cool touch. The way that an enemy killed by concentrated light will sometimes just be obliterated. It will literally cease to be. All right, we can dig into that metal box and try to get the delicious goop within. Yeah, I think that's probably a good idea. Do that and then leave. And we can actually get out this way. This is working, but do we have anything that might... This digs the wrong direction. This is a lot of very inconsistent bombs. It's hard to trust a glitter bomb, you know? And this is working. We're gonna get up there, and this will not have been worth the trouble. Wait a minute, is that... That's an extra max HP that's literally just inside some snow that we found completely by accident. I didn't even realize that that could be a thing. So just destroy all terrain all the time in order to be at all sure that you're getting the HP ups. They want to be in a position where they can get shot. And there was a second max HP that came from question marks. Why is that there? That wasn't there before, right? Enemies can't drop those, I don't think. There we go. Alright, yeah, you may well not be worth the trouble. It is a no-shuffle 2 spells per cast wand, which is interesting, and it has a bad delay, but it has really good everything else. I think I'm not going to take this, but we are going to take the 50 extra max HP that we pulled there, and just go ahead and move on. Hey, look at that. We did it. We found our way down. Okay, so that's the big magic missile. Yeah, that's interesting. And we also have a healing bolt. Okay. Let's figure this out. What are we taking? Well, first of all, let's discard some garbage. Come over here, and we definitely don't want Spark Bolt. Feel pretty confident about that. Don't think I want these returns. We're probably not going to need this number of digging bolts. We may not need any. I'll keep 1. I'm sure this will be good enough. Okay. So I definitely want the ability to heal. Orbiting Arc. We know what the spore pods look like now. We've seen plenty of that mushroom. Just like giant magic missile seems real good. Okay. So what are we going to build here? want something with a very low, very low refire. And this wand seems very good. Alright, I can double click. We're actually going to throw away several of these glitter bombs. There's no way I need this number of glitter bombs. There are some things that I would be more than happy to jam this number of copies into. This number of copies of into this wand. In fact, there's a lot of things. I just don't think glitter bomb is one of them. Alright, so... I mean, do I want to do this to increase the chances of it catching one of the double spells with the shuffle? Shuffle is a real bummer. I definitely think I want to do this. If we're already going to be firing the dropper bolts down, we may as well have Downwards Bolt Bundle in the shuffle, and like sometimes it'll just be way more effective than we're expecting. And then definitely want to put... Oh, see, it heals other beings. Yeah, if it's a bolt, it's going to be hard to hit ourselves with it, right? But maybe we could... delayed spell cast, and then do that. Give us, like, a moment to... We fire it, and then we jump in front of it and take the shot. That might happen, right? Maybe? Yo, 125 damage plus 520 off of the explosion. That's compelling. I think for right now, we're going to just hold on to it. We're going to have this will be our wand that we're ready to discard if we find something cool in the, out in the wild. We always have increased crit chance on this, which I think is pretty exciting. Exploding Gold, Projectile Eater. Dissolved Powders does have a lot of utility, actually. But the question is, like, that versus reroll. I'm gonna reroll. No drowning, creatures hate each other. You know what? That plus this light strategy, I think, is actually really powerful. I was hoping to just kick the boxes into him and, you know, do physics damage. Seeing good value from the bouncing already. Yep. This seems okay. As far as guns go, this seems like a pretty good gun. That is a lot of dollars. It is also extremely easy to catch on fire. Everywhere. All of the time. Yep, I like it very much, actually. Ow. Yep. There's it's getting to be a lot of projectiles coming in here. That's a problem. Boss of Risk of Rain 2 is behind us with a giant laser cannon. Wow, shotgun guy still almost got me. Okay, that dude killed himself with a wand that he was not prepared to use correctly. Ow. There's a tiny little bit of freezing, like a tiny little pocket of freezing vapor there, and I managed to stick my head directly into it. Alright, enough. Maybe I can get 2 seconds where I'm not being shot at. How about that? How does that sound, everyone? This is just bubble sparks. Okay, I don't even need that. I do not want it. I am not interested. That I'm a little more interested in. What is this? Okay. Is this a button? I can't interact with it. Kicking it does nothing. Shooting it directly does nothing. It's very conspicuous, but it seems to not be an object. Having a hell of a time hitting that guy. What even is this? Is that one of the cables that the light was hanging from? Its resilience is unbelievable. Why don't they just build all of their armor out of whatever that material is? I have not forgotten about the heart. Don't worry, I'm just trying to clean things up a little bit. Enemies that you do not kill immediately have a bad way of forcing themselves into your life. Ow. That was a pretty good bounce. Pretty talented bounce shot. Okay, the good news is, when you set yourself on fire in this biome, the fire immediately melts some snow, almost always, and then you are safe again. Do we have much that's going to cut through that metal? I don't think we do. I don't think we can actually get that. Maybe the concentrated light would do it if we shot it enough times. It does feel like there are just, like, literally infinite enemy spawns. Alright, let's try something here. So wait, does it... Even if I catch it, it doesn't heal me, it looks like? Yeah. Okay, no, it heals me for like 10. Alright, so... That's usable, but it's clumsy for sure. I am surprised at how many direct hits he survived. Ah. I am a big fan of this ray of unmaking, but I'd be lying if I said that I wasn't a little bit disappointed by how much stuff it fails to kill. Alright, we're gonna do something perhaps a little dangerous. Damn it. Come on. There. Okay. Okay, I don't think it is a mimic. I think it's a normal chest. It's moving around. Also, it's not burning open the way I was expecting. Maybe it was a mimic. Who knows? Okay, there we go. That time we did it in fewer. I'm sure that thing had been injured already in combat. There's a lot of combat going on around here, even when we're not directly involved. Okay, found our way down to the bottom. Let's see if we can... Wow. Okay. I don't know what the hell just happened there. Can we fight these fires a little bit? I'll just preserve myself. Alright, now, like I was saying, let's go see about those other wands we saw. Like, potentially, that one. Always casts ahead and behind. It does have triple spell on it. It has 2 copies of triple spell. I mean, there's absolutely no reason not to take it. I was gonna say, I can't believe the ice isn't breaking. Also, didn't realize those things could fly. I am not in control of what is happening. You ever look at your entire life and really, really strongly get that feeling? Everything is a bouncy ray of unmaking, and all I can do is just try to keep my head down. What is this? It's a huge rectangular vat of teleportation. Just sort of in the middle of nowhere. What a weird thing. Yep, closed on all sides. What? Huh. I mean, I was about to ask how did it even get there, but I mean, obviously the answer is it teleported. Oh, that one is completely inside lava. Who is building all these chemical vats? Can I tell you? I am shocked that I didn't detonate that box. This is becoming dangerous. Oh, can't move. Okay. Whew. That didn't end up being that much damage. Unfortunately, a fair amount of the loot zipped. Oh, I don't want to be near this stuff. Just try to get a little bit of cover here. Yeah, I'll tell you what, right now I am really feeling the extra health. Because we can get into a situation like that and just have a moment to think. I can just absorb shots for a second and figure out what my new positioning needs to be and how to get there. And it's a luxury. It's a wonderful luxury. Okay, hold on. This is a lot of stuff. So the thing I was seeing earlier was just what an ultra looks like in this area. Thunder Charge, a projectile with immense stored electricity. It doesn't even do as much damage as normal lightning, which is interesting. And then we got Flamethrower, of course. A hollow egg that casts a spell upon cracking open. 2 copies of Personal Gravity Field. It's just adds 110 to the cost of a projectile, but makes it pull enemies toward it. You know, honestly, I could see the value of that. It does fire 4 spells per cast, but also it has a 1.5 recharge time. I don't think I'm going to take this. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, let's take a moment here. So the healing thing gets cast in a completely arbitrary direction. It's not easy to catch. There we go. You gotta engineer a situation, is all. So probably it would have been fine to just have it be Healing Bolt without the delayed thing. How did one get past me? How did that even... There's not 2. How did 2 get past me? There's not enough space. Alright, whatever. We're gonna finish this thing off. Alright, well, we didn't get as much health back from that as I was hoping, but it was still pretty substantial recouping. So can we get into the lava vat? We can. If I knew of a way to neutralize the lava, which I don't think I do. It's easy enough to make lava pathable, but I don't know of a way to safely descend down into lava. And the wand's probably not going to end up being worth it anyway. If we knew of a way to blow up... So it's a bunch of glass And then steel. Does lava cut through steel? Guess we better find out. Oh, right, that's the only part. The only part where it's actually hard to hit the glass. Actually, it is remarkably difficult to damage this glass. Maybe? Maybe it's doing damage very slowly. Maybe. Alright, I'm just not going to worry about it. I do definitely want to refill here, though, if they'll let me. Okay. So yeah, we're just not getting into this one either, right? We have no strategy for cutting through that metal, and that is a shame. Why do enemies love that particular garbage wand so much? This is a weird device. And a weird amount of gold. Just sitting on the ground. I cannot recommend strongly enough to you guys that you just do not come down here. Alright, so this is a little inconvenient. The dropper thing happened. I need to not be so close to the surface for when that occurs. Interesting. So I wonder if this thing is always above a huge gold vein. Sort of creates a little bit of environmental narrative for why it's around at all. Okay, it is not currently electrocuting. This place is definitely nerve-wracking. I guess hoping I'll just forget about him and go home. Did he die, or did he... Maybe he zipped all the way to heaven. Alright, trying not to catch on fire. Doing my damnedest. That's gonna... Yep. That's gonna explode, I thought out loud as it exploded. Well, I'm glad we had the extra life, but also I'm still annoyed by that. Like, I would have been really, really annoyed if I had died that way. But even the one death is still frustrating. Alright, what do you got? What is that? Makes any hard solid materials... Wow. And it always casts Dormant Crystal with Trigger, which I guess will also cast the next spell in the thing? Ground to Sand seems... Yeah, it would have to be a limited use thing, right? It seems incredibly powerful. That said, I don't think we're going to pick up that wand. I just don't think it plays much of a role for us. The more I think about it, the more annoyed I am that we did actually suffer a death there. Not in a sense that the game is being unfair, but more in a sense that I am just, like, I'm annoyed that I didn't get out of the way faster. Okay, well that's not gonna work. And unfortunately, the concentrated light won't burn through the snow, it looks like. So we might just be out of luck on exiting here? Yeah, alright. It's fine. There's got to be another one right over here, right? Is that freezing vapor? Or is that... I think it's safe to descend through. Okay. Well, this has been a nightmare. I'm gonna get all this stuff. We're gonna catch on fire. It's fine. Okay. Well, I do think we should buy more concentrated light. That's just the word acid, which is exciting. What manner of modifier are you? Octagonal bolt bundle. I mean, that seems exciting. This is spark bolt with double trigger. It looks like it's a different color, though. Like, the actual bolt itself is blue instead of purple. I'm going to buy acid because I'm a little unsure of what it actually does. Alright. So, as a green thing, it just trim... Okay, oh, it's just going to make acid in the air. Right. We're definitely going to throw another... one of these on there. I suppose I should be running reduced recharge time here as well, right? Even though we're already basically infinite. And then we're going to want to make some changes here. You know, just fire all of the projectiles as fast as is humanly possible. What do we want to do with this last wand? Do we want it to just remain the Rock Spirit wand? Honestly, I don't hate that. Makes a projectile launch 8 magical bolts if it moves slowly enough. Huh. Let me see something here. Let's just, So, okay, that is being included in the, Yeah, this does not move slowly enough. Do we have a projectile that moves slowly enough that we can maybe, like... test this with? Honestly, we don't really have anything slow moving, not in the sense of like an energy orb or anything. I think I might just leave things pretty much as they are. What's the recharge time on all of this stuff is already pretty low. We don't really need accelerating shot in here, although I also don't need it anywhere else. Yeah, I think I'm just going to pretty much leave things as they are. I wish we had more wands that didn't shuffle. Attract gold doesn't seem great. I am not into that. An angry spirit comes to your aid, copying nearby spells and projectiles. Sounds real dangerous. But maybe more dangerous for the enemies than for me? Okay. So this is an area where I don't feel like we have a great grasp of what kind of stuff is lurking in the on the sides. So let's try to get to the sides. Oh, that did not make a large enough hole. Okay. Man, what a creepy enemy. Okay, the Angry Ghost is doing work. He's providing. How did I miss? Yeah, that's good. Come down here into this small enclosed area with me. Let's see how that works out for you guys. Alright, well that was a decent amount of cash. Bad reflexes on my part. I love the fact that once we start firing, so like the entire visible everything is just packed with projectiles. There is no escape. Fine, spooked me a little bit. I cannot actually fit through here. Ghost, could you go through there and open it up for me maybe a little? Well, I killed something that was up there. I was going to say, it's certainly not the giant spider. That was nowhere near enough damage, but something died. Alright, let's see what kind of wands they're dropping in here. Yeah, if I just bounce these around, I'm sure that these little dudes are going to have a real hard time staying alive. Oh, well, that's not great. Yeah, man, we have upset a hive or something here. Wow, look at that dude. Weaving between the lasers like Catherine Zeta-Jones. Okay, not 100% sure what I did to precipitate that. So we transferred into another biome at some point during this process, and I didn't really even notice, because I was too busy fighting for my life. Also, a small amount of teleporting is occurring. I feel like after a certain point in a game of Noita, you just have no idea what's going on most of the time. Yeah, man, Ambrosia wears off super fast, huh? So I don't think I want most of the things about this wand, but it does have water trail on it. So do I want to pick it up just so that I can carry water trail forward and then move it on to one of the other wands? Probably not. I do like water trail an awful lot. Oh, hey, the hive. Well, we should definitely deal with that. Get him, angry ghost. I mean, I gotta tell you, I am not regretting my choice here. Angry Ghost seems to know what is up. He is doing the work. He's also warning me from a distance about hostile ant-hives. Alright, let's do a little bit of bolt dropping. Got a little aggressive there. I do not think it is safe to have an acid trail. Like, basically ever. Ah, tree. I don't know what that is, but it seems like a thing I don't want to live. Sure, it's what these things are born from. That makes sense. So I would submit that I was correct. It is not good for anybody for that thing to survive. Did we get it? No, we did not. It doesn't seem like it's an issue of this thing having a ton of health, but rather it not taking a ton. It's taking way less damage from our projectile hits than most things seem to. I wonder if it has a specific resistance against some part of what we're doing here, or if it's more of like just in its freshly out of the cocoon state, it has sort of a general resistance until it opens up more into a faster spider, and then you can deal normal damage to it. What's going on? Huh. For a second there, I lost my ability to move around. I could still turn, but I couldn't move or shoot. So little dude just shoots whatever he's seen me shoot last. That's really powerful and good. Angry Ghost, where have you been all my life? And also all of your unlife. I can't believe that thing's still alive. Yeah, man, the significant downside of there being multiple side areas that are effectively the same thing is that I really have no idea if we completed this area or not. We've done a lot of fighting in fungal-y surroundings, but like that could have just been in the higher fungal caverns, right? Poison. Well, that's not what I was trying to do. Get my tome back in case we need it. Although I don't know how I would know if I need it. Okay, that guy looks mad. Ow, so does that guy. Okay, a lot of stuff is happening around me, and I do not know. Something down there has copied my spell. Or is just coincidentally shooting a lot of beams of light. So we're gonna back up here. What I need is a couple moments of safety to try to burn out my my heal wand. Very tense moment where I know there are still living ants on all sides of us. Alright, clearly there are hives spawning them up above. Maybe not? Okay, maybe we're okay for a moment here. No, they're coming. What we really want is a sort of enclosed area. We need a place where the bolts are not likely to escape us. Maybe if we could find just like a reasonable horizontal surface I could dig with the digger bolt a little bit, the dropper bolt rather, down into it a little bit. If this terminates in a corner or something, this may be what we're looking for, honestly. God, there's so much debris over there that actually does stuff that's in the background relative to my character, but that does catch our projectiles. It's really complicating things. Huh. How did you get in there, friend? Alright, I think this might be as good as we're getting. Damn it. So it can shoot through me if I'm too close to the place where it goes off. And if it shoots into the soil, it just is unmade. Sometimes, or sometimes it will bounce. This makes this all very awkward. Hooray, healing. I mean, it's got to be tough, right? Because healing is very powerful. No, I did not get that one. I mean, like, if you're not using this on yourself, what are you using it on? Is it reasonable to have, like, a pet build where you might presumably heal another creature? It feels like that's not a thing that could actually happen. You're just, like, using a lot of eggs or something? Damn it. This is remarkably difficult. Well, that one's right out. Okay, that one I caught. Yeah, it's worth putting up with some bullshit to get healed. Again, because healing is very powerful and it's also very rare. But this sucks. That doesn't reduce the amount that this sucks. Alright. I guess let's head back over there. And when we get close and we find whatever it was that was shooting my projectile at us, maybe we'll just unleash a lot of rock spirits. Alright, concerning. Didn't even see what hit me. That's too much bouncing. Our angry ghost seems to be extremely good at using the dropper bolt, though, like way better than I am. He can fire it a lot further horizontally than I seem to be able to. How did you even catch fire? What is going on? What is ever happening in Noita? Where did that fire occur from? I guess I'm shooting concentrated light. That sets people on fire sometimes, right? Maybe? Ow. I am not doing a good job of shooting these things on reflex. Yo, that's the big light spell. Yeah, okay. I'm excited. Makes projectiles release firecrackers. Okay, I mean, what are we doing with this? We are certainly taking this and we are certainly using it. Obviously, what I actually want to do, probably, is transfer the spells over to our existing light wand. So, like, what are we dropping? Maybe I dropped this thing. The healing bolt is not really working. Maybe it's this. Like, firing everything out of this wand instead would not be so bad. Also, the amount of mana that it would cost to fire everything out of this wand is pretty considerable. Alright, I'm gonna drop this thing for it, and we're just gonna swap back and forth between the two of them. And this will mean Angry Ghost is firing the big light projectiles as well. Something had a wand, briefly. That I don't care so much about. How do they keep getting away with it? They just run right up to me and I don't even notice. Ow. Stupid stun projectiles. Honestly, though, that right there is probably a pretty optimum position for the concentrated light. Oh, is this one of those things where... one of those biomes that doesn't actually lead anywhere, perhaps? Oh no, this is something. Well, we gotta wait for it to stop raining fire over here. Also, it gets very dark when you go over there. Yeesh. I thought that was some kind of terrifying enemy hauling ass toward us. I don't know why I even tried that. Okay, we got something through there. I wish that stuff would stop being on fire all of the time. I know that this is going to have a pretty limited effect, but... like, I need to pass under that statue, so you need to stop with the fire. I think if I were able to make a single change to this game, it would be that fire would burn out way faster and it would actually be responsive to water. Because as it is now, sometimes a platform will catch on fire from a small amount of liquid or something, and it will just be on fire forever. Okay, spooky wizard man. How did my health up go? How deep is this hole? Okay. Everywhere around here, every surface is either covered in acid or threatening to catch fire. Okay, so this was a huge hole. But there was definitely something to the left up here, right? Not even just this. I mean, this is also something. But this looks like more, why am I so bad? Oh god, okay. This looks like more fungal cavern type stuff. I thought it looked like there was more of a dungeon-y area, which is where I assumed that spooky caster came from. I guess we'll go in this way and we'll see if we... How dare you? Okay, well he's dead. Alright, it's more important to dodge than it is to shoot. So if I dodge past an enemy, then the ghost will often really let him have it. Wow, what the fuck happened over here? Where did that amount of money come from? Okay, this I do not care about. Didn't I just kill you twice? Oh, that's polymorphine. I guess we want to go down? I want to get through to there, right? I have no idea where we are going. And I have no idea how to make it back to a portal from here, so we're committed. Hopefully wherever we're going here is worth all the danger. Hooray! Treasure! Who knows if we'll ever even have a chance to spend gold again. So I don't think we can actually reach the wand over by where all the concentrated mana is. So really don't have very good digging ability at the moment. Yo, okay, always casts electric charge, mega acid, fire arcs. I don't think we should take this, but What a wild wand. It would be completely impossible to use, and it would get us killed. Get him, little ghost. You know, he's doing it. I asked him to do it, and he was doing it. Wow, that's a really low-level looking wand right there. How did I catch on fire? I thought I was sitting in liquid. Oh, that's bad. That's a hive. Oh, the damage. Oh, the damage. I really, really, really want to do damage to that hive. Fucking frog, just sitting there all stationary and difficult to perceive. Yeah. Things got away from me a little bit. That's a huge area. Like, that area is definitely taller than a whole biome usually is. And I feel like we were very powerful there. We just got absolutely worn down. Alright, well, that was a big one. That's going to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. When you come back next time, hopefully it's gonna be shorter than that. These can get a little bit long if you're playing at all carefully. And we'll see you then.